Welcome to a brand new year at Your Movie Friend and YourMovieFriend.com. As always, I'm Aaron Dicer, and every week I do the main review stuff that comes out, kind of produce that. But I've got a home studio now, and so you may be seeing some more content come your way. I wanted to start the year off with a look at kind of what my year looks like and starts off with, and it looks like this. All these movies. These are what's known as screeners, and they come to my door because people want me to vote for their stuff for awards season, with all the awards ceremonies coming up, specifically for me, Critics' Choice Awards on January 15th, which I will be at. So I thought leading up to the 15th, about a week away, we could take a look at a few of the movies that didn't kind of make a wide release, at least here where I'm at, and so I only got a chance to see them on screener. So I picked 7, so maybe we'll do one a day over the course of the next week and take a look at them and kind of I'll do a full review. It'll be a little more obviously laid back and kind of top of the mind, impromptu, but we'll go ahead and get through them all. I can't do all of them. There's like, I think I counted somewhere around 80 movies that got sent to me. I tried to watch as many as possible. I was very strategic about it. There's just no way I'm watching them all. But of the 40 or so that I did get to watch, yes, I got through half of them. Here are 7 that I really wanted to talk about because they're getting buzz. Not necessarily because I love them. In fact, there are a couple in here that I didn't really like. But I did want to talk about them because you'll probably see them around award season. And some of them will be on my best movies of the year list, which, by the way, will be up when we are finished going through these 7 screeners. So what we'll do over the course of the next week, I'll talk about a movie a day, and then I'll finish by talking about my top 15 movies of the year, and I'll post my top 41 movies of the year on YourMovieFriend.com. Let's start off. We'll go in alphabetical order with these. Start off with The Babadook. It doesn't say anything on there. It's very unassuming packaging. This is what it looks like. Just says The Babadook. This isn't like a horror movie, but it's one of the most creative and intelligent horror movies I've seen in a long time. And what I mean by that is it's very engaging, and it understands that a great movie tells a great story. So many of the horror movies that I go to, and I'm not a horror fan per se, but so many that I go to are just full of jump scares and cliches and trying to use atmosphere more than story. Atmosphere is important in these movies, and certainly The Babadook has atmosphere, but it's really more about the story. Speaking of which, let me tell you a little bit about it. Basically, it's the story of a mom and a kid and what happens when she reads a bedtime story that includes this creature called the Babadook, and it starts to take over their home. And I don't want to spoil too much of it, but they do a really good job of really letting you into the lives of these characters. You feel for this mom. You feel for this kid. You feel for what's going on. And that's what makes a great movie, let alone a great horror movie. It's not over-the-top gory. There's maybe 1 or 2 parts, so I appreciated that as well. I love suspense more than gore. Gore seems a little more cheap to me. So I think The Babadook is definitely one you might want to watch, and a good way to kick off screener week here, because it's one that you probably haven't seen on the big screen, but you may be able to check out, like, once it's out on Netflix, something like that. So again, The Babadook, I'd say I'd probably give it like a B+. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, maybe you want to check it out. Either way, stay tuned for Screener Week this week. I'll be reviewing some other movies that you might be interested in seeing all week long, and we'll finish off with my top movies of the year. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.